The development of a human baby, from conception to birth. The journey of a baby begins from the moment of conception, the union of male and female gametes, which usually takes place 2 weeks from the last menstrual period or at the time of ovulation. Week 3. The fertilized egg or zygote starts dividing into multiple cells to form a now called embryo, which travels along the fallopian tube and drops in the uterus. It develops in a specialized mass of cells called blastocyst stage embryo, which begins implantation process. Week 4. It's around this time when your next period would normally be due, that you might be able to get a positive result on a home pregnancy test. For the developing baby, the yolk sac will produce the baby's first red blood cells and blood vessels. The baby at this stage is the size of a poppy seed. Week 5. The baby resembles a tadpole more than a human. The circulatory system is beginning to form, and the tiny heart will start to beat this week. The baby is the size of a sesame seed. The baby's nose, mouth, and ears are starting to take shape, and the intestines and brain beginning to develop. The baby's heart is beating almost twice as fast as yours. At this stage, the baby is the size of a lentil. Week 7. Little hands and feet emerge from the developing arms and legs. The baby's brain is growing at an amazing rate of 100,000 cells per minute. The baby is the size of a blueberry. Week 8. Facial features become more defined. Ears, upper lip, tiny nose become visible. Eyelids start taking shape. The baby is the size of a kidney bean. Week 12. Beyond 11 weeks, the baby has entered the fetal stage of development and referred to as fetus. The fetus reflexes start to develop. The baby will start to open and close his fingers, curl his toes, and kick his arms and legs, although it's too early to feel any movements at this stage. The baby is the size of a lime. Week 16. You will start to feel the baby move. The baby's delicate skeleton continues to harden. Patterning on the baby's scalp has begun, although the hair isn't visible yet. Ultrasound done may reveal your baby's gender. The baby is the size of an avocado. Week 20. The baby can swallow now and the digestive system is working. Baby's taste buds can now transmit taste signals to their brain. The baby is the size of a banana. Week 24. The baby's skin is still thin and translucent, but that will start to change as well. The nostrils are opening now for practice breathing, as the baby will inhale amniotic fluid instead of air. The baby is the size of an ear of corn. Week 28. Until now, your baby's eyelids have been fused shut, but this week, the baby will begin to open and close eyes, as well as sense light. The baby is the size of a large eggplant. Week 32. Toenails and fingernails have grown in, along with real hair. You're gaining about a pound a week, and roughly half of that goes right to the baby. At this stage, all major organs are fully functioning except the lungs, which need just a little more time to mature completely. The baby is the size of a Napa cabbage. Week 36. Baby is working hard to accumulate all the fat at this point. This buildup of fat, about 15% of baby's total weight, will help maintain the body temperature and also give a store of energy. The baby is the size of a head of romaine lettuce. Week 40. The baby is finally ready. The baby is roughly the size of a watermelon. If overdue, don't worry. You may not be as late as you think, especially if you're relying solely on a due date calculated from the day of your last period. If you don't go into labor on your own, you'll be induced usually sometime between 41 and 42 weeks.